Good evening. Sarawak Deputy Premier and Bukit Saban Assemblyman Dato Amar Uggah paid a Christmas visit to the Rumah Bantam Jerman, Sungai Langit, Layar on Friday. He was present with his wife, Datin Ama Dato Doreen Mayang, and was warmly welcomed by the residents of the Longhouse, thus reflecting the close relationship and closeness between the state leadership and the local community. The visit was held in conjunction with the Christmas open house invitation by the residents of the Longhouse as a sign of gratitude and the spirit of unity of the local community in celebrating the Christmas festival. The Belor Family Day held at Leo Dian, Sungai Asap, successfully brought together the local community through various activities centered on family values and solidarity. The event served to further bolster the close-knit ties within the Orang Ulu community. The closing ceremony of the Family Day was recently officiated by the State Assemblyman Adun for Murum, Kennedy Chukpai Ugon. The occasion was further graced by the presence of the Minister of National Unity and Member of Parliament for Kanawit, Dato Sri Aaron Ago Dagang. This year's Belor Family Day adopted the theme G Uma, G Pana, Murip Malu, Pagusayu, which carries a profound meaning reflecting the values of togetherness, identity, and the cultural integrity of the Orang Ulu people. A wide range of activities was organized throughout the program, including telematches, traditional hut building and decorating competitions, presentation of incentives to high-achieving students and senior citizens, as well as special awards presented to below figures as a mark of appreciation for their dedicated service and contributions. The presence of Balingian Assemblyman Abdul Yakub RB and Talian Assemblyman Royston Valentine during a series of Christmas open house visits on Friday underscored the commitment of local leaders to engage closely with the people regardless of racial or religious background. The visits to several homes and locations around the Talian and Balingian state constituencies were not only aimed at enlivening the festive celebrations, but also served as an opportunity to strengthen relationships and enhance communication between leaders and the local community. According to both leaders, their presence symbolized togetherness in celebrating the festive season while also sending a clear message that every segment of society is valued and not sidelined amid Sarawak's rapid development. They state that the practice of visiting one another during religious festivities provides an important platform to listen to the views and concerns of the people in a more friendly and open setting. Abdul Yakub and Royston also stress that the diversity of races and religions in Mukah is not an obstacle, but rather a strength that must be preserved to ensure continued harmony and social stability. Beyond celebrating with members of the Christian community, the presence of both assemblymen reflected the values of tolerance and the spirit of unity that form the foundation of life in Sarawak. The role of Silat Masters as custodians of cultural heritage and shapers of community identity continues to be recognized as a vital pillar in sustaining the Malay martial art tradition in Sarawak and Malaysia. President of the Sarawak Malay National Association, PKMS, Dato Dr. Wan Ali Tuanku Madi, said that Silat Masters are not merely instructors of self-defense, but also educators, guides, mentors, and guardians of the nation's cultural values and moral principles.
Ilmu yang dicurahkan oleh guru-guru silat tidak hanya menguatkan fizikal, tetapi membentuk jati diri, membina disiplin, menanamkan keberanian, hormat kepada guru, dan menjunjungi tinggi akhlak mulia.
He made these remarks in his speech at a dinner with Silat Masters held in conjunction with the festival Jabat Sejagat 2025 at the Waterfront Hotel Kuching on Friday. According to Dato' Dr. Wan Ali, the festival Jabat Sejagat 2025 served as a unifying platform for various Silat streams and schools to showcase the art of Silat, share knowledge, and strengthen bonds of brotherhood within the Silat community. He added that PKMS, established on 10 October 1939, is the oldest non-governmental organization in Sarawak and has remained steadfast in its commitment to upholding Islam, customs, culture, and Malay heritage, including the art of Silat. In this regard, he said PKMS supports and encourages the organization of cultural programs such as the Festival Jabat Sejagat to ensure that the Malay Silat heritage continues to be passed down to younger generations as a symbol of identity and cultural strength. A total of 333 participants took part in the 63rd Sarawak Inter-Divisional Table Tennis Championship, which was held at Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan SJK Chungha Number 3 on Saturday. Acting Chief Executive Officer of Sarawak Sports Corporation, SSC, Khairul Niza Morshidi, said that the participants consisted of 9 divisions, namely Kuching, Samarahan, Serian, Betong, Sarike, Cebu, Mukah, Bintulu, and Miri. According to him, a total of 25 events were contested, including special events for the Bumiputra community, thus reflecting inclusiveness and balanced participation opportunities.
Kerana ini program-program penting dan membawa semangat disiplin dan kepercayaan antara warga kerja sebagai bahagian di Sarawak selaras dengan usaha memudayakan gaya hidup masyarakat.
He said this through a text speech read by SSC Compulsory Sports Unit Head Muhammad Iqmal Afandi in his opening speech at the tournament. Khairul added that this tournament is also an important platform for Sarawak Sukma longlist athletes in preparation for Sukma 2026. Therefore, he hopes that this tournament can fuel the spirit of the participants to continue to commit to training at their respective training centers, thus strengthening their skills and personal performance in order to make Sarawak a powerhouse in table tennis at the national level. The Sarawak Free Tertiary Education Scheme, FTES, has been described as a high impact initiative capable of transforming the state's higher education landscape, particularly in helping Sarawak students pursue further studies without financial constraints. A private sector employee, Aliyah Najwa, described the implementation of FTES as a significant step forward in Sarawak's education system. According to her, the schemes open wider opportunities for young people who previously had to set aside their aspirations to further their studies due to financial limitations.
Personally, I think the initiative is a great step forward for the state's educational system. Sebab as a person that had the opportunity to further my academic journey, I think that it's very important for everyone to have equal opportunity to further their studies. So I believe that this is a really, really great initiative that will benefit a lot of the people, because I've seen many that couldn't further the studies due to financial constraints. So I think that this is just really it would benefit them a lot, and I hope that in the future maybe a lot more programs can be included into the scheme.
Meanwhile, another private sector employee, Muhammad Fikri Napri, welcomed the Sarawak government's initiative in providing free tertiary education for universities under the state government's purview. He explained that FTES offers significant relief, especially for rural students who previously faced challenges related to the cost of living and access to urban areas.
Ia adalah satu inisiatif yang sangat bagus sebenarnya untuk rakyat anak-anak Sarawak lah terutamanya, kerana kalau zaman dulu apabila kita nak melanjutkan pelajaran tu, benda pertama yang akan kita fikir adalah kos. Gini kita nak pergi ke bandar, kalau kita diam di luar bandar, tapi apabila adanya inisiatif macam tu sedikit sebanyak yang dapat membantu anak-anak kita pun lah, anak-anak Sarawak kita pun untuk masuk ke universiti-universiti yang dah disediakan perkhidmatan macam tu, yang disediakan skim macam tu. Jadi sebenarnya bukan sedikit je yang membantu, yang banyak membantu sebenarnya untuk anak-anak Sarawak kita.
He also advised youths not to let difficulties become a barrier to continuing their education, but instead to fully utilize the opportunities provided by the government.
Untuk anak-anak belia, anak-anak Sarawak terutamanya, so jangan fikirkan tentang susahnya nak nyambung belajar ya. Kini itu education is power, ilmu adalah kuasa. Untuk kita mengubah hidup kita by hook or by crook, mau si mau, kita mesti ada ilmu. So dengan ada ilmu, kita ada channel ataupun saluran sini kita nak mendapat certification, nak mendapatkan ilmunya. So mau si mau, usaha untuk sampai ke level ya, si mampu gini sekalipun kita ada, bukan ada universiti arus perdana pendidikan tinggi tu aja, kita ada kemahiran, institusi kemahiran. So ada banyak cara, ada banyak channel ataupun saluran untuk kita nak mengubah nasib diri kita, nak mengubah taraf pendidikan kita pun. So bagi kami, pendidikan amatlah penting, sekira siapa ataupun di mana kita berada.
In the meantime, an educator, Zechariah, described FTES as a game changer for Sarawak's younger generation. According to her, the scheme not only benefits students from various backgrounds, but also eases the financial burden on parents.
Firstly, it directly helps students from all backgrounds to achieve their dreams without being held back by their bank balance. Secondly, it significantly eases the financial burden on these parents who no longer have to worry about expensive tuition fees or heavy student loans. Ultimately, it provides a fair opportunity to study for every Sarawakian, ensuring we build a skilled workforce ready to lead our state's economy. It's a bold investment in our future, in other words.
The implementation of FTES is seen as a bold move by the Sarawak government to ensure more inclusive and equitable access to higher education for a more sustainable future for the state. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Boni. More news can be found in our official portal, ucas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube. We end tonight's UCAS Bulletin with the 63rd Sarawak Inter-Divisional Table Tennis Championship at SJK Chunghua No. 3 on Saturday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.